Hi, this is Raj, CEO from Raj Hospitality Management and HI, Hospitality Influencer. The 11th episode is a very special guest today, Mr. Himmat Anand, who is the founder and visionary for Tree of Life, the resorts. Himmatji is in the industry from last maybe 30-35 years. I know him when he was the general manager of a trade wing, in Delhi. Himmatji is going to talk to all the youngsters and also to the dynamic teams. Recently people who are getting affected because of the job, losing of job, and also maybe they feel that what is going to be the future of the industry. So Himmat Anandji is going to talk something to all these youngsters today, that how you can take it up the present situation. It's going to be definitely a treat to watch. Watch Mr. Himmat Anand today at Hospitality Influencers.
Hello everybody, my name is Himmat Anand and I'm the founder of the Tree of Life Resorts and Hotels. I'm indeed delighted to be interacting through this medium with a younger generation. What I'm given to understand is that all of you are still studying or in the initial stages of getting into the industry. And I've been asked to share my thoughts with you on the present status and where I see the industry going. Let me just quickly take you back 10 years when I started the Tree of Life Resorts. I spent my lifetime in the corporate world, about 25-30 years, and my last position was as Chief Operating Officer, India and South Asia for Keone Destination Management. As some of you may know, Keone was one of the largest travel and tourism companies in the world. It was a Swiss-based company, and I used to look after their business interests in India and the region around it. For me, starting the Tree of Life was a dream which I probably had 25 years back or even more, and I knew one day I will start a small resort of my own which would sort of challenge traditional norms of hospitality. Why did I leave the corporate world? Let me first dwell on that a little bit. There are two reasons I think one must have a relook at in life. One, I firmly believe that the best time to make a change in life is when you are on the top. Because do remember that you will not remain on top forever. Your slide down has to happen at some stage in life. And I think the challenge in life always is to leave when you're doing very well, when you're on top, and start something again from scratch again. So that's when I left the corporate world, I left the tourism industry when I was really right at the number one position. The second reason I believe is that whenever each of us come to work every day, you really have to ask yourself one question every morning. What am I able to contribute today which will make things better, which will make that small difference? You must have that enthusiasm to come to work every morning. And I think the day you can't answer that question, that's the day I believe you should really start looking for something else. And I had reached that stage in life when I used to come to office not feeling so charged, not being able to make that difference, as I said. So a combination of all of this and the fact that I always wanted to become an entrepreneur in 2008 led me to leave the corporate world and start the Tree of Life. Now, becoming an entrepreneur is not easy. Many of you youngsters will have that dream. Many of you would want to do something of your own, which is a good aspiration to have. But please remember that 7 out of 10 new ventures fail. This is not meant to scare you. This is only meant to give you the reality of the situation. So much as you may want to do something on your own, the risk of failure is always there. And I had the same thing. I had the same risk of failure also. I came from the tourism background. I was coming into a hotel industry of which I didn't really know anything, how it functions, whatever. And what stacked things against me was that my business model was not the regular business model. What do I mean when I say it was not the regular business model? Hotels normally work on the premise of 50, 80, 100, 200 rooms in a small size land area. My dream was to be very small. So let me give you an example. The Tree of Life Jaipur, when I was building that, I had 7 acres of land, and in 7 acres of land I was building only 14 villas, 1-4. And I wasn't in the city. I was about 10, 12, 15 kilometers outside Jaipur city. So 12 years ago, a lot of people questioned this model. They said it cannot sustain, it is not financially viable, and it will not work. But I think I was just so determined, and I had my gut feel that I was going the right way, and I carried on. And there were times during building when I really thought to myself, what have I done? Have I done the right thing by leaving a cushy job and branching out on my own? Because seeds of doubt do come when you're building, when you're constructing for the first time. But I'm glad that I stuck with what I believed in. Because when I look back today, 10 years ago, what I started with, today it has become, so to say, the fashionable business model. Today people are looking for properties which have less number of rooms. They are looking for properties which are away from the city centers. They are looking for properties which have large land areas. So yeah, I think it is all about believing in yourself. It's all about staying with your faith. Let me come fast forward now to the situation as it stands today and in future. I'm probably getting 3 or 4 resumes every day from people with amazing experience, from people who worked with very good brands, and they're all looking for a job. So without wanting to scare you, the reality is that this is a very, very difficult time. There is no doubt. And unfortunately, there is nothing much I can do for them because there are no positions all around. And I can't even say I know how they feel, because I think only the person who's going through the situation of being without a job can feel what it is like. And like I said, these are difficult times, and everybody's trying to save something. Somebody's trying to save a job, somebody's trying to save a salary, somebody's trying to save their business, somebody's probably trying to save a loved one. But these times will pass. They absolutely have to pass, because Corona is not here forever. It is going to be there with us for a while. We will learn how to live with it. A vaccine will be found 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, I do not know. But it will all eventually have to come back to normal. Because I think human beings as we are very self-resilient. We always have the knack to come back. Only thing is, this time the blow has been harder, and probably for a longer duration of time. So my advice to all you youngsters who are looking at this industry, who are in the middle of your courses, or who are just about finishing, have just finished, the first most important thing is, please don't lose hope. Because when you lose hope, when you lose belief in yourself, everything is lost. You will have to rough it out. You will have to be more patient. Jobs will come to you later than they should. And I'm being realistic. I don't want to give you a scenario which is incorrect and false. But the fact is, you are entering or going to be entering the industry for the next 2 years, 3 years in very difficult times. You all may have had some aspirations of the salary which you would want to get, of the position which you would like to start out with. You may have to temporarily compromise on those. Because I think in an industry which is already going to face a huge amount of unemployment, you are entering at that stage. So yes, be ready, please. Mentally prepare yourself that you will have to make adjustments. You may have to live off your parents for a little bit longer than you thought it would be necessary. So it's all going to be a mind game. and only those who can come through this mind game are going to come out winning. And don't necessarily look at hospitality as your only avenue of employment. I think the good thing about the courses which you've done or are doing is that it trains you to be an all-round service-oriented human being. And that's what industry requires today. Not only the hospitality industry, industries across require people with a service mindset. And that is what you are learning, and that is what you have imbibed in these last 2, 3, 4 years of your studies. So look at various other options which come along. Your generation is very strong on technology. That really is your way forward. For those of you who are looking for hospitality and other such related industries, please remember communication skills are very, very important. Verbal as well as written communication skills. Because today our job is really about communicating. No matter which industry you are in, communicating with your clients, with your colleagues, with your seniors, that is very important. So do make sure, if you have the time now and you feel you have a weakness in communication, please tone up those communication skills, because that will help you as you go along. How am I looking at the present scenario today? As an entrepreneur, I am sort of accepting the fact that, let us say, everything is lost and I am down to zero again, right? And I've accepted the fact that I'm down to zero and that I have to rebuild again. But I have the confidence in me, I have the strength in me to say, yes, I can do it all over again. Because that is the only spirit you need right now to take you forward. There is so much of doom and gloom happening. If you don't keep your own spirit, if you don't keep the confidence in your own self, that's when trouble is going to start. So don't lose hope. Stay strong. It's going to be a little bit longer than you thought it will be, but believe me, eventually it's all going to come back. I wish you all the best for the future. Bye-bye.